So this is a person's store that he's asked me to review. So I'm going to fucking rip it a new one. So the first problem with this store is, like, if we just immediately look here, like, what are you selling, right? Welcome to Carnell Creations. If you smile, we smile. Oh, fucking hell. But it looks like you're selling horse products because there's a chick with a horse that is also terribly AI. Like, what is that fake? It makes no fucking sense what you're doing. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense to me, right? It makes no sense to your buyers. Someone's going to come look at this and just think it looks shit, right? The logo, well, there's three problems with the logo. It's terrible, but why is this not in the center? Like, why is this off to the left? I don't understand. It should be in the middle, and it should also relate to the overall theme of the store. So your logo and your banner need to somewhat kind of match in vibe, right? If you've got like a blue logo, you don't want to have like a random pink banner. You want to kind of match the colors and match the theme, right? So it doesn't match at all. It also looks shit, and it has no relevance to the products that you're selling, right? So when you're selling on Etsy, you want to base your store around a particular niche. Jewelry is a niche, right? So you want to base it kind of around jewelry. It doesn't have to be specific, but it just, the vibe and the aesthetic should be based around that, right? Bro, you're new, man. Like, it's fine, bro. Like, I'm just giving you like my honest advice because I'm not gonna fucking sugarcoat it because I can't be asked to do that bullshit. So, I mean, this is fine. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. First thing I'm gonna say is don't end your pricing in .00. Always end it in a .95, .97, .99. It's just gonna improve your sales, really, is the easiest way for me to explain it. It's just gonna make you more money. This just looks terrible. These thumbnail images are shit as well. I mean, this is kind of okay, to be honest. It does look very cheap and they look really shit, but it kind of what that kind of product is anyways. So it's not terrible. I don't really hate the thumbnail image there. I mean, apart from the fact that you are selling something that is copyrighted, that's the only potential problem with that thing, because these are Van Cleef and these are copyrighted. Even though I know there is so many people selling fake ones, whatever, but these are technically copyrighted. I think this actually also might be, but I'm not entirely sure. So the problem with this is it's not on someone's wrist, right? It doesn't really make sense, right? Like if I would look at this, like you gotta look at your store like you're a complete fucking idiot, okay? Like I'm just gonna put myself into the position of a complete fucking idiot, right? Okay, I'm in the position of a complete fucking idiot right now. If I look at this product, it just looks weird, right? It looks huge. It looks massive. Like how fucking big is this? It makes no sense. I can't get an accurate representation of what it would look like on my wrist, right? I want to see what it would look like on an average size female's wrist, right? I want to see what it looks like. This is just on a fucking Scottish national park. It doesn't make sense, right? So that's a big thing right there. It doesn't match. I mean, I kind of get it, but you can have this as your main image. Like, I'm not totally disagreeing with it. Like, I kind of do like it in a weird little way. Like, I kind of like this one in a weird way, right? And the important thing here, this image is also centered as well, which is quite useful. Like, this product here is centered, so that is also useful as well. Like, it's actually in the middle, whereas this is right at the bottom, which doesn't make sense. But this is centered, so I don't hate it. But if you did this as a thumbnail, you're gonna have to have some pictures of people fucking wearing it. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna keep ripping it apart for your benefit, mate, not for my enjoyment. Okay, there's a problem here. So, the problem is that the sizing is not clear enough, okay? And again, I'm pretending that I'm a total idiot. I'm special needs. I don't know anything, right? I'm 75 years old. I don't know what the sizing of this product is because the pictures don't denote what the sizing is, right? Okay. And what I'm going to do as a consumer is I'm probably going to skip past this section right here. Okay. I know it has the sizing right there. Probably going to skip past it. I'm going to go to the description. In the description, I can't immediately see what the pricing is. I'm probably just going to skip, right? And even though you put the width there as 5.7 centimeters, you need to make it clearer. Like, how thick is this? Right? I know it's 5.7 centimeters, but is it 5.7 from this side to this side, or is it from the outside to the outside? Right? Like, you need those specific things. Like, you need a sizing guide for this kind of stuff, right? So what you want to have is you want to have the bracelet. You want to have like measurements drawn on the screen, 5.7 centimeters, 1 centimeter. Like, you want to explain everything to someone like they're literally like brain dead, right? Like, you need to make everything so clear. Otherwise, people will just skip and won't purchase, right? Also, you need an about us down here. Like, you need more shit. You need more products. And I haven't even touched on this one right here. Like, this is, bro, it's the same product as the thumbnail image, right? So this is very distracting. This is not a good thumbnail image, right? It's towards the bottom. Normally, like, that's just not the meta. That's not how it's done. Also, it looks like a fucking real snake just dyed in silver. It doesn't really make sense as like a necklace. Oh my God, it's tiny as well. This video is fine. It's not great. But yeah, that's what you need. You need to have more of this like higher up. In terms of this image, higher up. Also, that looks smooth, but I mean, that's a small issue, right? I'd say you're just gonna put like more effort into everything. So your titles are okay. I would say focus on like men's or focus on women's is what I would say as well. Like you got a chick wearing it here. I would again say like the description, you need to have sizing in there. And then also you put materials as titanium, but then in the title you put 95 silver. So it's like, is it fucking titanium or is it 95 silver? Because 95 silver is also like a specific thing that you're not allowed to, you know, lie about. Yeah, but this kind of stuff, like you need people wearing it more than like product photos on a shelf from one single angle. Also, this is copyrighted. I mean, you can do this stuff, but you got to be careful with it, bro. Like, I wouldn't recommend to do this kind of stuff. Will you rip into my store? The products I took from other stores, that snake chain is a bestseller. Yeah, like that. I do like the snake chain. Like your product selection is not my problem. Like these three products here, they're kind of in the same niche. I mean, they are like, they're kind of a little bit more flashy, a little bit more out there jewelry, unique jewelry. Like I'm okay with this particular niche and the product selection. If you've done it based upon bestsellers, I'm fine with that, you know? How much should I spend on ads per product? So I would spend zero on ads right now. I would fix the issues and just really like look at like, would you buy this? Like, let's go look at this store. If you look at the banner, you look at the logo, they match, right? They make sense, right? And then this right here, Sweet Escape, Sweet Box, unique gifts, right? It's not fancy, it's not special, but it makes fucking sense. Like, you know, this is a sweet store, right? You head over to your store right here. We don't really know what you're fucking selling. Like, are you selling horse products? I don't know what you're doing, you know? Make sense?